Hello there. Welcome once again to the LOTR episode 43. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to change my glasses, the shades. I like red, but I've already got part of my face is red, so maybe I should have blue shades. I'm thinking of changing them into blue shades. I just looked at a screenshot of me from 2013. That was 12 years ago. It was a little less than 12 years ago because it was, I think, in September or October. It was Mental Block Season 1, and I looked at me and I just thought, did I look like that? That was my old skin, and I do not like that old skin. Not in the least bit. So, here I am now, and yeah, I'm thinking of changing the sunglasses. And maybe I will. Today's episode is titled Dug Too Deep, and there's a reason for that. It's because of the dwarves. It's the lesson of the dwarves. Okay, where am I? Well, I'm in my bedroom, but I have to not sleep in the bedroom. I've got a diamond pickaxe, and I'm going to use it. But I need to enchant it first. And I have a number of... Oh! I forgot. I emptied my shulker boxes, and I left them here. Do I need them? Do I need them for anything? The Blues Brother. I used to be purple. I think my graphics, I looked purple. I don't remember my old skin. I looked at it and I was like, all right, wait a minute. I'm still thinking here. I don't remember. I don't remember if I need the shulker boxes right now. You know what though? I could probably take them with. Well, I don't need that many, do I? All right, hold on. We'll take 8. I'm probably not going to need 8, so we'll just take 8 just in case we need 8. We're going. The cow's on top of the world. It's a lovely day today, isn't it? No rain. We're not going to be here for too long. We gotta go to the end, and then we'll come back from the end. And I'll showcase a couple of things, and then we'll get going. For once I'm remembering to take the carved pumpkin. Eight is enough. I hope not. There was a syndicated version of 8. It was, when Happy Days was first syndicated, they called it Happy Days Again. When Three's Company was first syndicated, I think they called it... Well, there was like Three's a Crowd or Three's Company. One of those was the original name. But the original song seems to have been Three's Company. But I think it was called Three's a Crowd at first. And I'm thinking, when A's Enough was first syndicated, they called it something else. But I can't remember what it was called. And it's been driving me crazy. So that's why I don't think about it too often. All right, let's go. All right. I'm trying to remember if I did anything here that I should remember. No, I don't think I spent any time here whatsoever. I'm only here to go to the end. How long ago was that? 27. All right. Huh? Oh. Rawr. 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 They're upstairs, aren't they? Rawr. Rawr. I bet they're upstairs. They could come down there, I think. Or are they down there? They're not in my boats. Never mind. Yeah, they gotta be either upstairs or downstairs or something. Alright, never mind that. Into the end we go. I never did finish that area. Because this isn't going to be added to the server. And if it's not going on the server, then they could pretty much forget it. Okay, here we go. Get some lapis. Unbreaking 3. Yeah. Efficiency 4, fortune 3. Perfect. Perfect. That's now my go-to. I'm not going to need to... Unless it's got mending. Unless I've got mending somewhere. Those sounds in your base makes it sound like you're in a basement corridor of an insane asylum. Well, this is an offshoot of Mental Block, obviously. Overworld. Yeah. There's lots of insane sounds in Minecraft. That's the whole point of Minecraft. I don't have a mending book. Why do I think I have a mending... Why did I waste all my unbreaking 3s on fishing rods? Worse! Worse, I have a new mod that could go beyond 3 for unbreaking now. That's the mod. But I haven't fully tested it yet, so I don't know if I... Actually, I don't know if I installed it on this version yet or if it's coming on a new version. Let's see what we got. Nothing new. And for some reason, I'm building the glass floor at the bottom there. Haven't finished with it. I need more glass. Right now I'm a little low on sand to make glass, and I'm a little low on cobble to make sand. Why is this... The lighting in here is weird. I just stand here, that's fine. But then I move, and then it goes... Blue, 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 blue. Alright, I'm trying to find out if there's anything I need. Oh yeah, well I don't want that. I mean, we just got ourselves a great diamond pickaxe to get the work done. And I only lost 3 levels, and I'm not going to even bother with that over there. Alright, let's head back. Now, I forgot if I repaired all the damage from when the... from when he got out. From when the wither got out. I was testing the wither farm, and I think what happened... And when he got out, I think what happened was that this block is supposed to hold him in place, but I think maybe it holds him in place better if there's the block on top of that, which I had removed. You're saying that your company is a glass ceiling. It's a glass floor is what it is. It's amazing how big that looks in the distance when it's over 900 blocks away. What was I saying? Oh yes, and so when the wither is there in the wither farm underneath this, he got out. Well, let me try and explain. Let's see if this works. This is the wrong place. It just goes straight up. Hold on, I gotta find the way back in. It's this way. Why was I going that way? I'm telling you, I'm a little messed up today. Okay, so... I don't even have a door here. I should have had a metal door, and I didn't. Okay, so this is how I set it up here. You have a T of obsidian. You don't need this last one, but you need these other ones. And then you just stand here and you put the bloop bloop bloop. You put the soul sand stuff. But you don't put the soul sand on the last block down there. Just on the 4 up here. And then you put the heads on the 3 blocks, and then you run away so that the thing will go kaboom. And then I hit him once, boom. And then he just went bloop, and he went up that way, and he got out. Now, it's possible for him to get too high up, and then when he shoots into the overworld through the portal, which is a bad thing. I've never seen that, but it does happen. In fact, I was kind of worried it would happen here, but it didn't happen here, and it didn't happen in the zero map as far as I know. But the thing is, what I had done, I built this differently on the zero map. I put the 3 obsidian here over on this area. And as a result, when he came up, it was over here, and so he was able to get out when I hit him once. That was the problem. But when I did this here, he got out anyway. And I can't figure out why. But I'm thinking it was because I've messed around with the end portal. I think. The end would be a great place for a prison. Oh, yes. Even here. Even here there would be a great place for a prison. But I'll probably build one in... I'll probably build one on 0. Alright, now this should take me to here. To the tower, which is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about it. But we're not going to build in here. That's why I said dug too deep. It's nothing to do with this. I didn't touch this place since the last episode. I had a really crazy idea. Why don't I put a bunch of glass blocks at the top to have like a big giant dome-like window, or maybe just a regular window? So what I did was I made a bunch of... I killed some cactus. That's the new episode of Rick and Morty has them killing a cactus guy. And so I made a bunch of green stained glass, and I don't know if it's enough. It's 16 stacks of the stuff. Might be enough, might not be enough. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But I definitely want that on the upper floor somehow. We've got to come up with some kind of important feature at the top, other than just making more of the Grimstone garbage. Maybe Blackstone with it, or maybe some other thing with it. Since I don't have an idea yet, except, of course, green glass. Since I don't have the idea yet, and I'm still thinking about it. There's iron glass, though, isn't there? Oh, I forgot about the carved pumpkin. We'll get to that. Let's see. Sounds really cool, yeah. But when you don't have it finished... Okay, so we've got these. This is what I've been trying to figure out. Try to remember how to make lead glass. And the answer is you need lead nuggets. And that's the problem because I don't have enough lead to make a sufficient quantity of this stuff. So I'm still thinking it over. Alright. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to have ladders. There's ladders there actually, but I'm still going to use those. So I'm going to have to make more ladders. So I need to think. Have I got wood in this area? Got a lot of doors. And whatever that is. I'll probably just plant some trees and then I'll just come back and... Oh, more talking. What's it say? Leg nuggets. LED nuggets. And the carved pumpkin. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is my usual, just there, I got some ladders right there. It's not enough. I'm gonna need, well, we could get some we get some extra logs. Okay, that's good. That just leaves, I gotta put away the carved pumpkin. This is not where you put away the carved pumpkin. I'm telling you, my brain. I should also put the minecart in there, really. But I'm going to use the minecart to travel around to various places. That's not important. What is important is that I get there. I hurry up and get there. You know, I'm going to need more. Not birch. I'm going to probably need either oak or dark oak. Let's see what we got. My real supply of dark oak is back in the overworld, and I didn't think of going in the overworld. But let's see what we got over here. Some spruce, but not much. No dark oak there. Uh-huh. Well, we got beech. Beech is nice. What, should I do beech for the... Yeah, we'll do beech, I guess. Or I could just take this stuff. No, this is fine. Seeing those milk buckets in your chest is making me thirsty for milk. Hey, you can have all the milk. What chest was that? Oh, these? Yeah, I don't know why they're there. I don't know how they got there. I guess I milked some cows. Beyond that, I remember nothing. I remember nothing. Alright, we got everything, I think. If we need any more food, we'll have to come back here for it. Or what's that one? That one's called Rodo. Rodo? Rodo? It's not my first Rodo. You must be working for Big Milk. Why would I work for Big Milk? I'm rather lactose intolerant and maybe allergic to milk at some level. All right, we're not touching that tree. Was this tree put here by somebody like me who wanted to build a tree here? There's no lights around it, so probably not. This is probably a natural. Oh, who lives there? He's got a tree on his roof. Oh, I just love the fact that you can see the wall in the distance. There's even shadows on it, which is kind of weird. All right, we'll put the sapling here. We'll grow right here. Dum, dum, dum. And we'll do that and see if that's good. All right, time for the Dwarven Embassy. It's time to dig down. Here it is. The unfinished place. It's nice, but we're still digging down. We've got to dig all the way down if we can, and that's what we're intending to do. But we've got to build a lot of things, and that's where this all comes in. First of all, we got to figure out where to put everything. They should all be empty. They seem to be all empty. Okay, next we... That area deserves a huge pipe organ. I wonder, do the dwarves have a pipe organ? Do they play the pipes? The pipes are calling. And they reverse the charges against the pipes. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to make enough ladders to last how long? A week? I don't know if this will be enough. It'll last a while, but it's only efficiency 4. I mean, it's only Unbreaking 3. I could go beyond Unbreaking 3 now, but nah. I haven't tested that to see how well that works. The religious ones do. Well, these are the ambassadors. Ambassadors generally have to avoid forcing their religious beliefs on others, I think. Or maybe they do, but they keep to themselves. I don't know. Let's not get into that. I got to figure this out. Let's see how much 7 will get you. Seven gets you 24. Okay, so what we need is... Well, we're at 65, and that goes down to negative... Wait, does it go down to negative? Well, if it goes down to negative 64, that's a distance of 128. So we need 128, which means we need about 100. So we'll need about half of these. Right. Okay, next I said this was where it was gonna start, because we got 3 wide there and 3 wide there, because we're gonna have stairs going down in this direction. Probably. We might also have stairs in this direction, but I haven't finalized that yet. And this is where I'm gonna finalize it. Okay, so hole. Okay, so what we do, we need to make some stairs, and we're going to make some, everything is going to be stone brick stairs. So we'll do that. But to do that, we need to burn this stuff. So there we go. Okay, now we can... Uh-oh. I may have to stop playing in with shaders on if it's going to be like this. Doesn't know yet. Alright, so here we go with this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. How's this doing? I don't know. Unbreaking doesn't seem to do anything, really. Stone cold, what was that? Not sure what that's supposed to mean here. Alright, now we gotta horizontal layer this thing. And now we have begun the long trek towards trying to dig this thing out. Whether we can succeed or not is not the point. What is the point? Well, like I was saying, if we have to, we'll... ooh, what's going on there? If we have to, we can't see very well, we'll turn off shaders. We'll keep shaders on as long as we can. Or I could do this. That'll help a little bit. Earlier you said something about cold stone. I don't remember what I said. All right. Oh yeah, I should also do copper because I want to use copper for some stuff. Well, we got room for 2 more. Which is a ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's all going. All right, so what we need to do now, wait for that to go 24. Actually, you know what we should do? We should make these out of these. Making them out of I think just making stone stairs is fine. It's the making stone bricks that is what needs to be done. So we'll have some here like that. Now I can work on the next batch. I'm thinking we'll just do one. We'll just do one set of stairs and see how that works. All right, so this up. All right, I have to stop digging down, though, because I need to do something about the walls. The walls need to be just as cool up there as they were down there, and they are not. I'm also going to have to start digging and using coal. I don't want to use the coal, but we got to use the coal. Unless I keep going back to the surface to get more whatchamazits. More wood. Actually, I should just go get more wood now. See if that tree has grown yet. Okay, so now here we got this. And so the idea is are we going to put something down there? And the answer is yes. Yes, we are going to put something down there because we want this to look like it's solid. And so that's where that comes in. Okay, so we need one of these. One of these. What we got? What we got? Here we go. 25 there, 25 there. 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 Now it looks solid. And I'm thinking that this would be a good floor here. We're not going to replace this floor. We'll just have this, and that's fine. But here we got to put some bricks. In fact, what I need to do, I'm thinking some kind of stripes. Or we could continue the pattern from up there down there. That would be definitely acceptable. Well, let's see what we can do then. All right, so what we got to make a number of these things. Okay, so we got... And then we got... all right. Trying to get this right. All right, there we go. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to do... We're not going to get that far down today, are we? It was worth a shot. Okay, so that and that are obvious. Put that there. We'll have that there. And of course we got to have one here because that's the edge of the... Oh, wait a minute though. I forgot. I was going to measure this. This is at this level, 65, okay. And this is at 493, so then we go down this way. 474, so that's 21. No, 19. It's 19, and so it goes down 19 from there. And so from 81 to 03 is 22. So 19 that way, 22. I'm just trying to figure out if we could get this to keep going down. You know, 3 of them will go down almost, but not quite, all of the way down to 0. And then another one will go the rest of the way if we just keep going. But it'll shrink. The amount of space available will shrink as it gets closer to the bottom. Okay. Cool if someone makes them out of copper can be made into large batteries that are charged by lightning if you put a lightning rod on top of them. Oh, man. Copper batteries. We don't even have machines that could use batteries. You know, this isn't mechanism. Speaking of which, this is done. The others will be done soon too. I think I'm going upstairs to... Yeah, I think the dwarves like wooden stairs, but I don't want to build wooden stairs for down there because that's the hard stuff. Ah, here we go. Come on. Oh, do I got a pillar up? I love the friendliness of this. 18 saplings from one tree. Maybe more. I wasn't looking very carefully. And if anybody's wondering, I haven't built the throne room thing in that direction yet. That's, I need to decide if it's going to be black stone. You know how that is. Alright, let's put these in here. In fact, let's put all wood-based things and ore-based things up here. Now, what I want to do, I'm gonna hate myself for this, but I need to dig down really, really far. But I don't have. What I need is like water, so I could go down there and I'm gonna hate myself for this. How far down does that go? I don't know. So we're going to find out right now. I can't tell how far down that is. Maybe 20 blocks. Maybe 15 blocks. I could probably survive it. Uh-oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Beady eyes looking at me. Well, let's see if I can kill it. Come on. Ah. Alright, turn on the lighting. Turn on the lighting. Not that that's going to help any, because they're still going to spawn. Have I dug too deep? We'll find out. They'll still spawn, I could just tell. This is still 1.5.3 version of the Middle-earth mod. Dwarves love gold, so could make some kind of gold trim or something. I think they do. I don't have time right now to look for it. Don't they have some kind of gold trim for something? Nergon gold, Medgon gold. They got gold coins. No, I don't know. If I find gold, I promise you I'll mine it out. Alright, that's it. That's it. We've explored what I believe to be the whole area. There might be more. I'm not going to bother with that. The object here is to get past all this. Alright, let's go down here. Nothing down there. Okay. So that's it. We's done. But this is just for now. Down to here. But we've still got to go all the way down. This is only 52. Still, it's a start. Logs. All right, so we need what? We need 1, 2, 4. We need 4, so we need 2 more of these. Where'd the other one go? This can't be it. I must have misplaced it. We need to make a copper railing. I've forgotten how to make a copper railing. Cut copper? Alright, so we need 4 blocks of copper. Then we need cut copper for some reason. There we go. And we do need 2 batches of that. Now that might be okay for them, but it's not okay for me. We're going to do that. It goes off to the corner. There we go. That's not the best, but and it's going to oxidize, so it's not going to look right. I don't have any honeycomb, and in any case, I don't want to mess with that. I think that's good. It could be worse. It is worse. I didn't get very far with any of this. But those could be saved for a future date, and that is what is matters. I need to give myself more torches. 32 plus 13. How do we calculate this? That'll do. Ugh. Okay, then, and here. Right. Okay, so now what we gotta do is we gotta mirror this down on here, and we do that with the slabs. One like, oh, they're stairs. They're not slabs. Wait, do I need slabs at all? I don't need slabs. Well, that was foolish of me. I'll need vertical slabs later on. Alright, well, this is fine. Okay, then I need those again. All the way across? All the way across. Gold slabs / panels. You could really use those, but the dwarves might love gold, but I don't think they want to necessarily use it as building material. If they do, they'll let me know. Alright, this is pretty good for now. Didn't do very well with ladders. All right, time for the next batch. Right. Down, 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 down. What happened here? Oh, did I screw it up? I screwed it up again. This is why I don't like this. It shouldn't have screwed up. I miscalculated, and now we must pay the price for the miscalculation. It happens. So one thing I don't want is spiders or something down here. All right. I'm running out of room. Running out of the frickin' room. Okay, so now what I need to do is, since this is in the area, need to block that area off so that it's not getting any. Uh-oh. I need more of those. Missed these somehow. Right. Well, already this has gone off to a bad start. Probably looks bad too. I probably should fill in this area, but I don't want to. There's also the problem of this area. Whoa. Could be a problem. I don't recognize that area. Maybe I haven't been there? But there's that. So maybe I have been there? I'm confused. Either I have or have not been there. Well, that's just bloody annoying. And here I was about to make that mistake again. I'm not to make that the mistake again. Maybe bad start, but good company. OSHA might have words for you about that area, though. Well, it's a tough area. No, we made this mistake, too. What's that down to? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, let's start moving this stuff into the next one over. These are done already? Okay, so we need that, and we need 3 more. Uno, dos, and tres. Okay, so we'll keep 1 for that. We'll keep the other 2 for turning into this stuff. Well, we'll hold off on those as well, because we only need these for this. So we'll keep that like that. We'll keep these like this. This is good. Okay, so now we've got that. Now we can do the inner panels, and so there we go with that. But we'll start with this being here. Yep. It'll drive the dwarves crazy if they start hearing spiders down there. All right, that's good. And now we got to do these panels. What are those panels? Those are just regular stone bricks. So what we do is we have that. There's 5, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see a pattern. This is a good pattern. Alright, so now we just do this. Oh no, wait! Those are smooth stone. Those are smooth stone. We gotta add 1 more for stone, for smooth stone. Well, can we make more room for this stuff, or? Yeah. Well, we can start on the next level anyway. That's the important thing. And I gotta find out how not to make the same stupid mistake again. I get it now. It's traditional for dwarven walls to have huge open areas in them so dragons can spawn in them. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, but we gotta do this one. That was one of the mistakes I made earlier. Because they end up with a dragon and it's a hoard of gold piled all around. Well, that might be true. I keep missing this. There, stop. Alright, here we go. Did it work? Oh, I got it right this time. I kind of think you'd drive a guy crazy. I am crazy. Bim, ba-dum. Bim, ba-dum. We're only down to 61. That does not augur very well, but it is a start. For all the good that start will do us. Oh, and also I have to start... I need to place new ones. These corners are not good places to put these. But that's a good place to put them. There we go. That's pretty good. Now I need to do this. Wrong. 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 Right. No. There we go. Now we gotta do these like that. No. That's good. It's not great, it's just good. Objectives have been met. But things are going to get a lot worse over time. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to make... Alright, you know what? We gotta make those. We gotta make those. We gotta watch what we do here. No, what we'll do is we'll do half of these. But I can't dig the rest of the edges out until I've got those ready, so I gotta wait for them. So what we'll do is, while we're waiting, we'll go upstairs and see if that's grown back yet. Rain. This stuff is so helpful. Oh, and I wanted to look and see at the damage, how bad the damage looks from here. Can't see it from here, but it's over there, I think. Sure you don't fall in the hole. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't see any problem. Hard to say. No! No, 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 no. Why are they like that? That I don't mind, because that's outside the range. But these have to be. How did I not know that? Pfft. Yeah, it's starting to get all tarnished already. Alright, so now we've got enough that we can make more of the charcoal when needed. Coal is just coal, though. I don't know. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're gonna do one of those right now. Then the other two will be more of these. Where'd it go? Okay, Here we go with these mistakes again. Hey, trying to figure this crap out. It is complicated to try and figure this out. All right, this should be... There we go. Now we can start the next level. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, it didn't do it. There's something in the middle. I'm gonna have to break all of these blocks. Righto. Well, it's been a... That's it. That should theoretically be everything. Well, apart from that, obviously. Okay, crossing fingers. Ah, what a mess. What a complete mess. I had no trouble digging this area out, but I was digging up. Now I have to dig down, and that's more dangerous. Yep. Digging up where there's dirt above it is perfect, because you just dig up to where the dirt is, and then you just place those up there to where that is, and that's all perfect, you know. That's no problemo. All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Do 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 And that goes there because that's the edge of that block. Walk in there if you want. Alright, it's starting to go. It gets more tedious at this point, but I'm not complaining. Coal. More coal than I really need. Okay, that's coming along nicely. Which one's the closest to being finished? I gotta take a drink anyway. So how's everybody doing? A lot of... Yes, I'm going to dig too deep and we're going to see what happens when I get down there. To the ridiculously low depths. Which are too ridiculously... Uh-oh! What happened there? I put 64 in there. Well, that was not a good thing. Alright, so we got to turn those into those. Where's the other one? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Of course, we weren't done with those. We're going to wait again. The waiting is the hardest part. Yeah, I just don't know what to do about the throne room yet. Maybe Blackstone, but I don't know if Blackstone's the right idea. Or we could do nether brick. I have it here for Grimstone there, and then Grimstone slabs, but that's the floor. The walls are the problem. That's the wall of the other side of that wall, so we need to have the wall be differently over here. And I'm probably going to just tear all this down, really. But the floor, maybe the floor will be kept. I don't know. And the idea is it goes out to here. This is where the throne will be. The throne will be very tall, and there's got to be stairs for that. And then over here we'll have a door that leads back to some rooms in the back. Oh, that's not very well lit though, is it? But anyway, back here will be king's quarters. Or he's not the king per se. Sort of the king of... Well, he's the head ambassador. And he holds court over there. And then over here will be the business manager ambassador character. As the big table. Anybody with the big table is the one that you go to. And then there's the more minor functionaries who handle some of the lesser things. It's like, go over there, talk to that guy. Don't talk to me. And here's where the law books are. If there's laws involved, there'll be law books over here. My understanding is that dwarves really love bright pink. I think you're thinking about Doc Brown's idea of cowboys. All I can say here. Okay, we got this baby done now. Yeah. More smooth stone. That's good. Huh? Wait, what's going on here? Something's wrong. Well, I don't know what's going on here. This is a mess. Oh, one frickin' mess. Just ugh. What is going on here? Dig out the next level already. Uh-oh. Didn't get that one. Gotta go down. Alright, alright, alright. Oh. What is going on here? There we go. What's going on here? The gnomes know. I would argue against that. I would say the gnomes are not a very good people in Middle-earth. The Noldor, you mean? I am not the lore expert on the Noldor, so don't ask me about the Noldor. Of Mo would probably know more than I do. I had lots of friends who were playing Dark Times server. Some of them might know, and some of them might not know. You guys again. I think that's it. He thinks that that is it. He does not know that that is it. He knows that he is in danger just by being here. Alright. Ah! I think he's got it. Been an hour and 21 and we haven't made much progress yet, have we? Yeah, originally I was going to dig down as far down as I could. And then I was going to just do all that, but then I'd have to do these walls. I'm thinking if I got to do the walls at the same time that I got to do everything else, then it makes more sense, but then that's going to slow everything down. The walls are a little faster to do after you've already done everything else. I can't believe it all fit. Alright, so let's start with stone here. Now what I'm thinking is once this goes down to the next level, it goes all the way down to wherever it's going down to. Then from there, well, starting down there, we'll start the next level, and it won't look like this. It'll just be the next level of these. We'll even have, because it'll go down to there. Down here is not where we want it to go down. Something like that. So we'll have to have the walls will have to go in, I think. Alright, well, we've done that. Now let's do stairs. Stairs have to be done. Stairs are the most important thing, otherwise you can't get back up without the ladder. Alright, then we switch the stone bricks. Oop. We've secretly switched our stone bricks for Folger's instant crystals. Or whatever. No! Alright, this makes more sense when you think about it. Okay, next, these. Folgers. All right. Would it be better if we had a platform and the platform had like I think what we should do is that we should have like holes in the wall down here for extra little things for mining out. So what we could do here is, well, this would be an ideal place to have a 5x3 little flat area that we could have that go out to there. And but if we do that, then we have to have this area has to be turned into one of those, and then this area would have to be truncated, and then it would continue, go down to there, then come down to here, then that would be the next one. This is interesting. I like the idea, but I don't know what we're going to do or how we're going to do this. The more I think about it, the more I don't know. The more I don't know about it, the more I don't really think too much on this score. This is starting to get out of hand. Now there are two of them. Yeah. Really wished I had the faster furnaces mod, but they don't make one for they don't make a faster furnace mod for fabric. All right, well, while we're here, let's think about what we could do about that. We want to just have a hole down there and then have a room behind that. That would certainly improve matters. Alright, so we measure the dimensions of the wall here. We got 3, and then we got 2 of those on there, so it's 3 wide, so it's just 3 like that. like this. I kind of like that, but I think we ought to... Oops. Try to keep it the way it was. Like that. A little more stately and dignified. And we'll go through into some other kind of thing that we don't know what it is yet. But it's there. Just like when we started this down here, we built this. And we didn't have anything behind this. And now we do. And so we will have something down there. And who knows how big that... Who knows what room will be through that? You know, we don't know yet. Okay, then we got to put the stone back. What did we have on this end? There's nothing. Oh, speaking of which... Gotta double check that the floor is sufficiently good. Ben Folgers 5. It's Folgers without a D. We built this city on rock and coal. Well, I'm sure that's an interesting concept. Alright, so now we gotta... What do we gotta do? I was one of those unfortunate people who insisted on singing that song all the time back in the day. Oh, we have too much stone. We have too much of everything. Okay. We don't even need those right now. We don't need any of these right now. Just line them up, really. Okay, so now we've got 5 there. So now it's this. We also have to... We're not going to do the stripes down below that. I mean, we could, but... You know what? That was a stupid thing for me to do. Of course we could leave this like this. It's going down from here. People go on about how that's such a terrible song, too. I'm not very fond of the song myself, but it actually is a song that is worth listening to at least once. I think the problem with that song is they didn't say what city. It's just a city. Okay, I think we're done with all that. I think we could start doing this again. I hate doing this. The white stripes? What about the White Stripes? I enjoy hearing that song once in a while. I also watched the movie it was from. I know, I have not. I don't know which movie it was from. That's interesting. I was never sure if it should be from a movie, but I guess you'd find out what that city was if you watched the movie. That would make sense. Up, 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 up. That was almost a catastrophe, and I almost broke those too. I have a disdain for movies connected with a song, because often what they do is the song doesn't appear as a main focus of the movie, but they just have it playing on a radio at some point. Witness the song Back in Time in Back to the Future. It's a great song. It was played a lot on the radio, but what happened here? All right. They play that song on a radio and in the movie instead of hearing it in full. And there's a number of movies that do that with a number of songs that are really good, and they should have been played on the radio, but they weren't. I mean, in real life, but they weren't. The city was whichever city was in the movie, but I cannot recall it. Of course. You only said you watched the movie it was from. You didn't say you remembered it, and that's to be expected, really. All right, one. Ah, nope. Nope. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's good. Railings, however, I don't know if we're going to have railings for the stairs. The dwarves didn't have them. If you look at the Mines of Moria, well, we'll see what happens. We built this. I said I got that song in my head. Thanks a lot. Alright, so that one's just about done. So we can do another one of these, I guess. Or you know what? I really don't know what I'm doing. It's not that I'm an idiot. It's just that I'm busy. Busy with all, I just found this. The song is about music clubs in Los Angeles shutting down in the 1980s next corporations to remember that the city's popularity was built by rock and roll. But they didn't sing that it was Los Angeles. That's the problem, is if it was Los Angeles, that's great. But it wasn't Los Angeles. The movie would say it was Los Angeles, though. That's the problem. That's why I'm a little crazy about these things. We need more regular stone. Wait, there it is. Oh, I need the... Yeah, I don't like that that goes slightly over the edge, but... Also, that could happen. Do you suppose if I did this... Bad idea. The whole thing is a bad idea. Well... Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we got a thing here, which will be the turnaround, and then we go down to a further amount. This is going to take longer to go down. It's going to be one heck of an interesting spiral, is all I can say. Maybe it would have been better if we had it go down like that, and then turn around and go down like that, then turn around, go down. But I want it to be like a spiral kind of thing. And every time you get to the middle, you'll have another doorway, and then another doorway, and then another doorway. Well, we're working on it. We're working on it. Oh, weird. The movie I saw was Mannequin, and Starship did play a song for it, but it was Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. Mannequin 2 had we built this city. Ugh. Okay, sworn we built the city video had scenes from the first movie in it. Yeah, the problem with Mannequin was it wasn't a very moving experience. We told this joke, we told this joke, it was not funny. Oh, that could have gone badly. We're only down to 57. Alright, this looks done. So let's horizontal that layer. All right. Oops. Yeah, this is going to take a lot longer if it's going to be... If I have to build each layer separately kind of thing. fine. All right. Now this is starting to look better, but now we got the problem of it getting dark over here. We want the lighting to be near where the where is this? You know, there's a torch there. No, that's fine. Let's see what we got. We gotta have that there. Gotta have that there. One, two, 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 two. No. Do, do, do. He thinks. Those movies, I know. And we gotta do that one for some reason. Yeah, but it's alright. Well, the further down we go, the closer we come to finishing this. It's one big problem, of course. Andesite, granite, diorite. I need to have more chests or something. I don't know. Okay, so one for that. One for that. One for that. And one for that. Okay, so let's see here. We got to do... Oh, that was very foolish of me. Okay, so then we gotta have what? Just do one group there, and then we'll do this like this. How do you make any sense of this? Okay, that makes some sense. Wait. No, we gotta do more of these. All right. Yeah, that's no good at all. It would be better if we had it... Ouch. If we had it on the outside going from there to there, then we had it go down. But if we're going to do that, then we should probably also do that with that area. And that's going to be a problem. Okay, you know what? I think I got an idea of how we could do this. Of course, now I can't go down those ladder, but that doesn't matter. And you know what that looks like? It looks like Buildcraft. It looks like a Buildcraft thing. We could also maybe have it happen here for yeah, it's like Buildcraft quarry stuff. We won't need them here, though. We just need them on those sides. Oh, this isn't going to work anymore because... But the idea is that we could do this. And that's great, because that way you can look straight down. Although I have to say, some hobbits will have problems if they try to do that. They might fall down. So we might want to put glass down there, or something. But then it won't look right. All right. Well, it's a start, sort of. But now I got the exposed copper bars. We got to do those. It's not touching anything. Or we could have it go like that. That would make a little bit more sense. Well, that's good to an extent. That goes up there, though, and so that therefore there should be something that goes up here. But we can't have this go down there. Or we could do this. And so it goes down to there, and then it connects. Well, if it looks ugly, I don't mind, because it probably should look ugly. All right, we are making sense with this. You know, turn that off, but right. Oh crap. I'm gonna fall down that, aren't I? copper railings in that environment. Yeah, if you could call this a proper environment, that'd be great. But almost ruined that. Lots of andesite in the area. That is not a good thing. Oh no! In my haste to dig faster and it does stuff like that. It is very bloody annoying. Right, well let's more andesite. There's too much andesite. Frickin' hate my mistakes. When you're a chef, you could eat your mistakes. So, oh, nice clay over here. Uh-oh, water. When you're a chef, you can eat your mistakes, and your only problem is you might gain weight by if you're a really bad chef. But on the other hand, if you're willing to eat your mistakes, then how bad of a chef can you be? Well, it's not that big of a mistake. If spiders appear over here, that's not such a bad thing. My original idea was just to use stone picks. Could be worse, I guess. Okay, so now it's let's see, that. I don't like the idea of eating one's mistakes. I prefer a mistake could be undone or corrected somehow. making all these ridiculous mistakes. All right, that's good. We only need to work on that. And then this is blank on purpose, I think. And I'm probably wrong. A study in contrast. Let's just put it that way. Study in contrast. That's good. Okay. After all that, I could go all the way back up just to whatever. Let's just remove everything that was here that's connected to that stuff. A lot of andesite. That's everything. Okay, so now I have no idea. Alright, we can put those away. We can put those away. Put those away. Put those away. Those are fine. Those are fine. That's fine. That is all perfectly fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do that. If we wanted to do that. I don't think we could do that. We might do it, but I don't know. They just never look right. We need to have some kind of stair thing. Maybe we could have something made of stone that could rise up or something. That's all I need to say. Just I think we're going to skip messing around with the edges this time. We'll just do everything like this. Okay. What? I'm stuck down here. All right, well, make the mistake. You gotta pay for it. Here we go again. All right. Oh, you have to pardon me for a second. I got the kind of itch that makes me think there's a bug on my ear. No, it's not. It's not on my ear. Okay. That's wrong. Do 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 do. All right. Okay, that there, that there, that there, I think. Oh dear, I didn't see all that. Yeah, the darkness is starting to really get through. Is it the 2 hour mark already? I should really stop soon. I should stop soon. It's the start of going down, but I really need to focus on other things that I have to do right now. Well, at the very least, it looks really cool, and that was the point. Yeah, at the least, this looks really cool. It's starting to go down. It's going to take its time to go down. Especially as you get far enough down, you're going to have problems with blocks no longer there, let's just say. And I have to, and that's the main reason why I need to work on the walls like that. Well, what am I going to do about these walls? I don't know. These walls look nice, but maybe it would be better if we had some kind of interior thing. Like if I had, but these were inside the wall, area. And we had something like that. Only it was like a huge rectangle. I'm not clear yet on that. It's an idea anyway. We get some good... It's going to be very plain walls after a while, and that's going to be good in its own way. All right, so let's see what we do here. Let's that's going to have to be the end of that. Well, we'll see what happens after that. Huh? I broke it and then it didn't break? What? What? Okay, so this is where we have the floor has to be all stone. How did we do this up here? Hold on. We have one layer like that and then one layer like that. Okay, so we gotta do... And then we switch to these stone stairs like this. No. Yes. Like that. The only problem is that these all go to the edges. These all go to the edges of the rectangles. But when you get this, that isn't the edge of the rectangle. But we've got two layers there, but the two layers... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so what we could do is... That's why this has to be done like this. No, wait. That. And then that. So that mirrors that to a certain extent. Like that. Alright, so that all the way around has to be... Oh, we'll do what we can. All right, I think we're done with this for the day. It's been 2 hours. It's been over 2 hours, and I've got things to do. And one of the things when I used to stream more often, which is what I'm trying to do now. When I used to stream more often, what would happen is I'd run out of time. You know, if these are full walls, maybe I could have something on this side. But it can't be that. Oh well. Yeah, so when I'd run low on time, I would just be like, because I only got 2 hours. This is the price you pay. I can't do 3-hour streams every once in a while. Anyway, this is nice, and then we can have the next layer, and then we can have a layer below that, and keep digging downwards, and we'll see what we got. And I could do a lot of this off camera. We don't have to show it on the camera, so I could just show you how it went by the end of it. I don't know yet. We might as well be done with this for the day. Take off the torch, take off the helmet, and sit back and relax. I'll build a chair and I'll just sit in that, and everything will be wonderful. There is always a need to get work done around here, and there will be more work to do. And there always is the need for more work, and there always is. It's like everybody enjoy what they can in their lives while they still can, because who knows what will happen. We'll see you next time, and thanks you for everybody for watching. And remember that you too can play on the server. This is not the server yet. These builds will be on the server, but they are not on the server yet, which is why I've not been playing the server. When I do play the server, I'll be very likely doing some exploring and stuff. But it'll be because I need to go to Hobbiton to see if this has been implemented properly. You know how Uvmo is. Uvmo is very reliable, and so we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching, and bye-bye.